And we are running this afternoon from Wells Fargo Center, where the Sixers have won 3 straight against the Blazers. Ben Simmons, an opportunity here to post Lillard, who was looking for the traveling violation. Jimmy Butler connects, however. Butler, who got the win the other night over his close friend Dwayne Wade of the Heat. And on the other end, the Blazers able to get a layup from C.J. McCollum. And again,
CJ's home that is in the NBA schedule, and I can just tell you, having done it myself, it's not always easy to come back home. There's a lot of distractions off the floor. So they're deep, huh? 1 through 5, literally.
There's another opportunity to post up as Harris has the smaller Lillard on him, and he takes advantage. Tobias second on the Sixers in scoring, averaging just under 21, had 23 and 11 boards in the win against Miami, his first double-double as a Sixer. Lillard, 7th year in the league, 4-time All-Star. Jonathan Simmons, who always looks to be a driver. Help from Harkless. Well done. Well timed by Mo Harkless, who's got it now.
Long arms and good hands for Harkless.
You could count it, and a foul for Al-Farouq Aminu as the Blazers turn defense into offense. Averaging just under 12, his 5th year from Duke. That is Bolden running the floor, unable to uncork the shot. There's Harris for a 3, and down it goes for the 10th best three-point shooter in the NBA, Tobias Harris. And that is, my friends, the first three-pointer of the game. A seat on the Portland bench. McConnell immediately, as soon as he gets in the game, comes up with a steal. He had a number of those the other night, had 2 of them in a critical stretch during the 4th quarter.
It's obvious, too. How can you not acknowledge that?
Marjanovic got it done.
Nice touch.
Boban was huge in the win the other night against Miami. Had 19 and 12, both tying season highs. Enes Kanter in the middle. Rodney Hood and Jake Layman the forwards for Terry Stotts. McConnell got it done.
That's money.
And that's the kind of shot used to seeing him attempt, not the one where he was kind of fading left to right. J.J. Redick, that's his purview, right?
Yeah, no, but TJ as well, where you're able to see him come to a jump stop and go straight up and down. Even that time on the move from right to left, went straight up and down, gave that a chance.
Another offensive rebound for the Blazers. That is their 6th already, make it 7, and that time they finally get themselves a hoop. Compliments of Layman. I'll be all right.
Play for Luke Carr's second. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, right. Spent 1 year at St. John's. Tobias Harris, you can count it, and a foul.
Because automatically that means there's no one back there manning the rim.
Now Scott has to deal with Nurkic, who immediately gave it up. We mentioned he's a good passer, and that time Al-Farouq Aminu was the beneficiary. Halftime, and the Sixers now need something positive. Redick finally got the 3, so J.J. Redick can rest easy now. He's got himself a hoop, his first of the game as we go to Serena.
Out of that last time out, guys, the defensive message was simple. Lock in on Damian Lillard. We're seeing him out there right now. And other than that, as you saw him just go to the hoop there, other than that, those offensive rebounds.
McCollum, it's for 3, and he drains it.
Of rebounds, guys. So it's not easy, but at the point they are at the season, it's very important. They just have to dial it up and be tougher.
Yep. Boxing out on the defensive end of the floor, preventing offensive rebounds. Nice look to Tobias Harris from Ben Simmons, his 7th assist. He comes in averaging just under 8.
You guys just like, you know,
he did not.
Yeah, you may have like just rode together with that. Well, you got to admire the man for that. I got a chance to talk to him before the game. He was like, I'm trying to get a sweat.
Well, that time the Blazer defense and closing on Tobias Harris. That's enough for Brett Brown. He gets himself a timeout as the Blazers sprint to their largest lead. It's 10.
Not convinced that it's the defense this half. It's 3 or 4 trips down the floor where the Sixers offense has hurt them together. Toby and Ben.
Here the Sixers now out of the timeout. Butler going all the way to the cup and slamming for 2. out of the timeout.
And you look over at Coach Stotts, Terry Stotts, and those are the kind of plays that drive coaches crazy. Great execution by the Sixers after that stop action.
Here they go again, trying to exploit Harkless against Redick. Amir Johnson giving it a glance. They go back to Harkless, who ends up slamming. As that time, they re-enter it. The Sixer defense relaxed, and Harkless was able to go one-on-one.
Blazer bench liking that. Not quite sure why. Big guy dunked over a guard.
It was Amir Johnson missing the three. Boy. That time Harkless was wide open.
And not adjusted to East Coast time yet. It was at the beginning of the game, 10 a.m. their start. But they seem like the fresher of the team from the get.
What about the Blazers now? Just getting uncontested dunks.
Got to wonder if the 76ers were slow to react.
Well, Simmons had an answer for that. Nurkic given room, and you can't do that. He's got a good touch. Jusuf Nurkic now at 20 and 10. Simmons again. What did Serena say earlier? She quoted Ben Simmons as saying that he was, what, angry or frustrated or something in the Miami game, started to take over.
Pressing a little bit of satisfaction with that jumper falling. Mike Scott finding the range.
Lillard answering back. His three, the first of the game after he missed his first four.
Don't have to do a lot when you've got guys like that on the floor.
Harris, he hits the three. Who averages just under 19. The lob for Layman. And he slams for two. His second dunk in this game. Here tonight at Wells Fargo Center, Serena Winters. Still this afternoon, my bad. Serena Winters, Alaa Abdelnaby, Mark Zumoff, and the Blazers get themselves a hoop to begin the fourth quarter.
CJ stuck on 11.
Simmons got it done. Challenge Kanter that time. And Ben Simmons now at 27 points, 2 away from tying his season high. His career high is 32. Jimmy Butler now will try to deal with Kanter. And he gave up the dribble. That does him a favor. That's sweet from C.J. McCollum.
Characteristic for him.
1 for 10 is Redick, only 7 points. Seth Curry.
Hesitation dribble. Lulling that defender to sleep. The defender thought he perhaps was going to pick up his dribble. He kept his dribble alive and blew right by him. Was forced to, I guess, going through the same situation I went through. 30 was taken and now 30 is retired. Of course, 30 being Terry Porter's number. He did the same thing I did, just chose the next one. This guy.
That's the third dunk of the game for Jake Layman. And we have a timeout. Flyers and the Penguins at Lincoln Financial Field.
Hope it doesn't rain, and I hope it's cold enough.
39 years. To your point.
At one point, when my tenure there, they had the biggest front office, focused on marketing, the community, and now it seems like every team has that.
Ben Simmons tied a season high with 29.